It'll be easier if I don't fall. That was hard. Heyy Sweeties, Gimpo. If you don't already know by now, Galibito Gimpo, and welcome back to our channel. As you can see by the title, we are going through all of my physical TBR that I have not read yet. That is very important. The yet is very important because I will get to these books soon, hopefully someday. Yeah. So without further ado, let's get into the video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment down below if you have anything to say. Remember, constructive criticism. I repeat, constructive criticism. Let's get into it. I changed the angle of the camera because I thought it was way too high and you couldn't see the books. Like, you still can't see because it's like this much of a pile. It's that tall. It's that tall. So yeah, these are all the books. How many books are here? 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 16 17 18 19 20 21 22 23 24 25 26 27 28 29 30 31 32. Let's get this one. 32 books.
Bombastic side-eye.
It's actually not that bad compared to what I've seen other creators have, but it's still a lot. Yeah, in no particular order because there's no way I'm going to organize all of these. Too lazy to do that, so we're just gonna go by how I stacked them. The first book, this one is Credence by Penelope Douglas. I'm currently reading this book and it's also a buddy read. I am enjoying it, genuinely enjoying it. A lot of people are irked by this book. Still don't know why, but I guess we'll find out because I'm still reading it. Second book is There Is No Devil by Sophie Lark. It's the second book in the Sinners Do 8. I've read the first book, loved it, and this I cannot wait to read because one thing about Sophie, like, she will provide art in her book, like full on, so you know you're not missing anything. I want just a single picture. Where is it? See, let me show you that. Wait, can I show this? I don't know, but then you'll see. See, can you see that? Love all of her. I think in all of her books she does this. Love that. Then we have Love Redesigned by Lauren Asher. I don't know what this book is about. I just know it's small town romance and that is it. I think the second book is about to come out. Not sure. Love Unwritten or something. Everyone and their mother has been telling me to read this book, and I've been saying I'll read it. Yeah, no, we'll see. I haven't had the urge to actually read it, so we'll see. Next we have, it's in order, which I love. So we have the Once Upon a Broken Heart trilogy by Stephanie Garba, which is Once Upon a Broken Heart, The Ballad of Never After, and A Curse for True Love. These covers are so beautiful. I just had to have it. I don't get why the third book is bigger than the first and second, but the fact that it's beautiful, we'll forget about the size. We will forget about the size. I remember I wanted to read Once Upon a Broken Heart first, but a lot of people were like, you have to read Caraval first, and I did finish Caraval, so one of these days I will start Once Upon a Broken Heart. A lot of people did say that either the third book or the second book is gonna shatter you, so I'm excited for that. We'll see. The next book we have is A Game of Fate by Scarlett St. Clair, which is the first book in the Heyy saga. I think this book is coincides with that series of A Touch of Darkness or whatever, and that one is Persephone's point of view and this one is Hey's point of view. I heard that you have to read A Touch of Darkness first and then read this one and then A Touch of something first and then the second book in this series, like that, like it's interconnected somehow. It's her point of view, his point of view, her point of view, his point of view. So I'm very much excited to read that. The size is very good and the font as well is amazing. Let's take the side. And then we have the first book in the Magnolia Parks series. Let me tell you how I got this book mail. This book was fairy book mail. And let me tell you what the message said. It said, and I quote, "This book reminds me of your relationship with your ex. So that's why I got it for you." I haven't read this book, but It's up on my TBR because I need to know which egg she's talking about. I honestly need to know, and the only way to find out is like if I read the book. So we'll see. Another book is Happy Place by Emily Henry. This book is so pretty. Like, it is so pretty. I have not read any of Emily Henry books, and as you can see that I have actually started this book, but I thought, where am I? I don't even know where I am. I think I'm page 5 in this book. And the reason why I did not finish it is because I felt I was getting into a reading slump and I needed to change books quick. So I went from cute and fluffy to dark romance. I'm sure I did. Because dark romance is the only book that prevents me from going into a reading slump. And that's why I had to put this book down. And then we have another Sophie Lark book, which is Brutal Prince. It is the first book in the Brutal Birthright series. Again, I adore Sophie Lark. She's one of those, if she writes it, I'm gonna read it type of authors for me, an auto-buy. And I'm looking for artwork. Because remember, we did say that in the first book, we did see that she does put artwork in her books. And I wanted to see if there's artwork in this one. And there definitely is. Love you, Sophie Lark. So yeah. And then we have A Touch of Darkness by Scarlett St. Clair. It's Heidi's ex Persephone. I think that's the name of the series. I'm not sure. It is the first book in the series. And this is Persephone's point of view. Wait, let me find A Fate of Ruin real quick. Yeah. Remember I said that you need to read this book. So this book and this book are interconnected. Wait, bro. This book and this book are interconnected. This is the first book in the series. This is the first book in the series. But this is Persephone's point of view and this is Heidi's point of view. Meaning that I need to read this one first and then this one right afterwards. For it to make sense. Not for it to make sense, but then like that's how it is. And then I need to go the third book I'm gonna read has to be A Touch of, I don't know what's the third book in the series. What's the second book in this series? But I have to read the second book and read the second book in this series for it to sort of make sense or coincide. Somehow they're interconnected, so yeah. And then we have They Both Die at the End by Adam Silvera. I don't even know what this book is about, but basically from the title I'm guessing they both die in the end. From the blurb, all I can say is they know that they're going to die and they have less than 24 hours, or do they have 24 hours? They're going to die today. Oh, they're going to die, meaning they have less than 24 hours. It takes us on a journey of how they live those 24 hours or what happens in those 24 hours knowing that they're going to die in the end. Are they both males? Yeah, they're both males because of that. It is because it says this is Mateo, this is Rufus. See, this is Mateo, this is Rufus. Rufus is a bund, isn't it a dog's name? But yeah, we'll see. So yeah. The next book we have is, oh my god, the second book in the Dark Olympiad series, which is Electric Idol by Kate Roberts. I adore the series. Like, I adored this series. The first one was Neon God, which I gobbled up. I loved it. I love this book. Like, I've started it. Genuinely, I think I'm halfway through. Yes, I'm halfway through. The reason why I have not finished this book is because I genuinely don't want it to end. It is Marriage of Convenience. It is so beautifully written. So it's sort of like Grumpy Sunshine, and I genuinely don't want it to end. Oh, look, even the tabs are cute. Okay, and then we have The Love Hypothesis by Ali Hazelwood. Oh, it even has a bonus chapter. To be honest, I don't know why. I think this is a fake dating trope. I love fake dating, but I haven't gotten to any of Ellie Hazelwood's books. One of the reasons why I have not started this book, like the excuse I had back then, because it's been a while since I've had this book, is because it was so hyped on TikTok that I wanted like it to dial down and then read it. But then I forgot. So here we are with the book that I have not read. The cover is pretty though. I think one thing I've learned is that cartoon covers are pretty but very much misleading. If you know, you know. But yeah. And then the next book is A Court of Wings and Ruin by Miss Sarah J. Maas. I started the series last month, which is A Court of Thorns and Roses and A Court of Mist and Fury. I adored those two books, which is weird because I DNF'd A Court of Thorns and Roses and saw that I will never read it because it did not make sense to me, but then I got into it and loved it. So I cannot wait to read A Court of Rings and Ruin. She's a chunky ass motherfucker. Like, she chunky, right? The next book we have is Hooked by Emily McIntyre. This is the first book in the Never After series. A lot of people said to me, if you liked, what's that show called? It's not Tinkerbell. It's not Harry Potter. What is it called again? That show? Peter Pan. Yes, if you liked Peter Pan, then you will love this series. This is like a spin-off of dark romance Peter Pan. And your homegirl did not watch Peter Pan. So 50-50 on whether I'm gonna enjoy this book, to be honest. I still don't know, but we'll see. We'll see. And then we have Get a Life, Chloe Brown by Talia Hibbert. Last time I read the blurb, I believed it was grumpy sunshine, bad boy, good girl who wants to experience life, and so she wants advice from a bad boy, and she wants his help in completing her bucket list. I think 2 of the things on her bucket list is enjoy a drunken night out and ride on motorbike. Same girl, same. But yeah, next book we have is Twisted Hate by Anna Huang. This is the 3rd book in the Twisted series. I am slowly getting through the Twisted series, and not because it's a bad series at all. It's actually pretty good and I'm enjoying it. I'm finished with King of Sin series. I just need to read King of Sloth. But before I read King of Sloth, I actually want to finish the Twisted series. So yeah. And plus, it's red. I love red. So yeah. Then we have One Last Rainy Day. One Last Rainy Day by Kate Stewart. If you know me, you know the Ravenhood trilogy is my Roman Empire. It is my favorite series, my favorite books of all motherfucking time. I cannot stop talking about those books. Go read those books. Go read those books. And this is like the 4th book in, I don't know if this is the 4th book in the series or a sequel to the series or what, I don't care, but this is Dominic's book. If you don't know, Dominic is my book boyfriend. Like, I'm not gonna spoil it for you, but he lives rent-free here in Tlizionya. He lives rent-free and I cannot. I'm gonna cry thinking about the books now, and the fact that I have not gotten to this book. I am scared to read this book because I know once I read this book, it is over. Like, it is done. I'm done. And I honestly know how it ends because we're told. Because if you read the series, if you read the trilogy, you know. But this is his book alone, growing up, the things he experienced, the things he went through, what he thought, his relationships, blah, blah, blah. His car. We love rainy days, don't we, baby? But yeah. And then we have Heartless by Marissa Mayer. I heard this is like a Queen of Hearts book. If you know the Queen of Hearts, any story of Queen of Hearts, this book does not have a happy ending. And I bought this book specifically because it does not have a happy ending. I wanted to cry. I wanted to sob. So yeah, and plus the cover is so pretty. Like, yeah. And then we have the 2nd book in the Bridgerton series, which is The Viscount Who Loved Me. And I'm honestly gonna say this, I don't care how anyone feels, they are my favorite couple in the entire Bridgerton series. This man, the things he does for her, the way he portrays, till this day I can't believe he's gay. Till this day, I cannot believe it. But yeah. And then we have another Ellie Hazelwood book, which is Bride. The reason I have not started this book is because I said I wanted to read The Love Hypothesis first and then go into this one, because I think this is her first fantasy books and a lot of people loved this book. Till this day, a lot of people are recommending this book, and they say that their favorite part is the knotting scene. The reason I know the knotting scene before I even read the book is because I used to read a lot of Wattpad books in high school, so werewolves were kind of my thing, and I know what knotting is. So yeah, I love the fact that it's a werewolf. So it's kind of made vibes. Also, another one we have Damaged by Josephine Hart. This was a date with a this was a blind date with a book type of vibes. That's the only reason I got it, and that's how I got it. I hate this so much. I hate this. But inspiration for the Netflix series Obsession, and it's kind of like small and it's like cute. But yeah, I love the Rose with Thorns. And then we have Better Than the Movie by Lynn Painter. I DNF'd this book. I don't know when I'll get to this book, not anytime soon. And everyone loved this book. So many people enjoyed this book. A lot of people like this is their favorite book. I'm like 5 pages into this, I DNF'd it. I don't get the hype. Maybe because before getting into this book, I was reading If He Had Been With Me, and she's in high school and she was a tiara. That set me off. That's why I did not like that book. I finished the entire series, If He Had Been With Me, and If Only I Had Told Her, I think. I finished that do it. Did not like the first book. The second book was way better. And then I got here and realized she's in high school, and that's when I just got the irk. I might actually do a giveaway, and this might be the book I give away. Okay, yeah. If she writes it, I'ma buy it. Sophie Larks. It's the 3rd book in the Brutal Birthright series. Remember the first book was Brutal Prince. I have no idea what this is about, but let me see the artwork. The artwork, please. I cannot disappoint the people. Do you have art? Oh yes, you do have artwork. Oh, may you never disappoint. She never disappoints, to be honest. And the next book is Cinderella is Dead by Kaylin Bayron. This book follows, like, the Cinderella story, right? And how the movie ends with her getting the prince putting the glass slipper on her, and then them living happily ever after. This book carries on after the happily ever after, and now they're living in a world where Cinderella lives with the prince, blah blah blah, and then it's the other people. So now this book takes us on the journey of her wanting to be with the love of her life. Who is she? A woman or girl, say. But yeah, can't wait to read this book, especially for this month. It's Pride Month, so yeah. And then we have a Final Offer, which is the 3rd book in the Dreamland Billionaire series. I actually enjoyed the series. I don't know why I haven't gotten to this book. Oh, never mind. I do know why. Look, he chunky. Seriously chunky. But then I did enjoy the first book, which is The Fine Print, and the second book, which is Terms and Conditions. Loved it. Terms and Conditions was Marriage of Convenience, and then the Fine Print was Workplace Romance and Grumpy Sunshine. This one is Second Chance Romance, and I think they have a child together. I'm not sure, but yeah. So I'm very much excited to get into this one. It might take me 2 days, 3, if it does not put me in a slump. I'm dedicated, but we'll see. And then we have Red, White, and Royal Blue by Cassie McQuinston. I'm actually 80% into this book, so I might actually finish it this month. We'll see. Plus, it's a LGBTQIA plus representation, and I will be reading it for Pride Month. So this and this, after my 7 days reading challenge, I'm coming for you both. Then we have which number is this? Which book is this? Because I'm confused. We have Bridgerton to Sir Phillips with Love. I don't know. This is the 5th book in the series. This is the 5th book in the Bridgerton series. I don't know whose book this is. Whose book is it? Is it Eloise's book? It's Eloise's book. Wow. I didn't even realize it was her book. I think I'll actually read it because it's her book, and the thing is not gonna come out anytime soon because we don't know who the next series is about. But yeah, I think I might actually read this one. Good. And then the last book we have is The Things We Live Unfinished by Rebecca Yarros. Like, I've heard so many good things about this book. I heard so many good things about this book. People love this book. The problem is, this is not the cover I wanted. So you can understand why reading this book is just not one of my top priorities. This is not the cover I wanted, and I would have understood if the cover was pretty, but we'll see. And I hate the fact that they're like best-selling author of Fourth Wing. I don't care. Why would you write that there? Like, no. Like, if we wanted to know what other books she's written, we would have Googled her name. And I'm sure all of the books she's written would have appeared. There was no need for you to write anything there. But yeah. Anyways, thank you so much on joining me as I go through my 30 plus physical TBR, and I guess I'll catch you in the next video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment down below. Mwah. Have a good day.